Hello, my friends. My name is Gerdes, and here are the three big stories for today. It is Sunday, 21 January. So the big story was that over the night last night, Ukraine hit a Russian energy company's gas terminal, and it looks pretty cold here, but nevertheless, fire is engulfing this place. You can see it on Twitter. It was a pretty big hit. Now, what's interesting about this, and I didn't say this in the video because I did an entire video about this here this morning, but what I didn't say was this, and this was an excellent point when I was looking for more about it. A successful attack on such a terminal not only causes economic damage to the economy, depriving the occupiers of the opportunity to earn money to wage war in Ukraine, but also significantly complicates the logistics of fuel for the Russian military. I was only looking at the latter, not the former, but it is going to deprive them of money and other resources. And again, I maintain they're going to be able to hit multiple places because Russia's bigness is part of the problem for Russia. Story number 2, Ukraine schools roll out shooting training for students. Now, when I saw this in Russia, the equivalent of some military preparedness training in Russia, it really irked me. But in Ukraine, they kind of need to prepare ahead of time for whatever may be coming down the pike. This is not a war of choice like it is for Russia. This is an existential threat for Ukrainians. Okay, schools in western Ukraine are rolling out rifle and pistol shooting practice using interactive software, a regional official said on Thursday, signaling how Russia's nearly 2-year invasion has impacted school life. That's a hard thing to have to do with these children. These systems are mobile and consist of multimedia equipment, software, and samples of weapons, she said on social media. Well, that's the reality. That's where school children are in Ukraine because of Putin's choices. Okay, last story. Say you're sorry. Russia's trend for humiliating videos. And I read this and I thought, it's kind of like deplatforming, but it's kind of like struggle sessions. It's the 21st century version of struggle sessions. In the current climate of the war in Ukraine, they were considered, and these people that are having to say they're sorry, were condemned for being unpatriotic, and their videos were full of remorse. Some of the forced apologies were for alleged offenses against Kremlin official ideology rather than anything else. You can't think that way, and you can't say that. Now, the reason that this is a problem is because if I can control your tongue, I control your mind. This is why free speech is important. The intention of these videos is twofold. First, to humiliate the critics of the war with Ukraine and to intimidate those who do not support the war but have so far not summoned up the courage to say so in public. So you make these people look bad, sending a signal to those people who might say something, better not do that, or bad things will happen to you as well. Okay, those are our three big stories. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.